Okay, this talk is about basically it's kind of similar to what I touched on in my last rant about purifying your temple. It was kind of an exorcism to actually let whatever demons are watching or thinking of watching me, just let them know where I stand. What I wanted to comment on is it's quite simple. The old saying that it's always the victors that write history. Yeah, and it's happening right now. Now, all credible knowledge in this world belongs to who? Hmm? Right? Keep that question in mind. Yeah. Now, when you follow religion, who runs that? Yeah. Keep those two questions in mind. Who runs religion and who runs all credible knowledge that we have in this world? Isn't it the same source? So what I've been disturbed by is by people who discredit religion. Yeah. Then they go to refer to credible research and knowledge. Yeah. As their justification for turning against religion. Yeah. That's like starting off in my right hand, then going to my left hand to discredit my right hand. Do you see what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, Western civilization, yeah, all religious artifact and knowledge belongs to them. Yeah. And all scientific research and knowledge belongs to them. Yeah. Whatever you believed in your religion, yeah, it was based on what they told you. Whatever you're gonna believe in to discredit that is based on what they're gonna tell you. So that to me is a waste of time. When I left the Christian church, I didn't leave Christ. Yeah. And I couldn't depend on the Christ that was written in the Bible. And I didn't want to discredit him with the archaeological research that's been done by the same people who, on the other hand, of the same beast, to justify why I left it. So what I decided to do is to let you know how to find God and Christ. Yeah. The only true knowledge about God is knowledge that you see with your own two eyes. Yeah. When you experience events that you attribute to your divine creator, that's the only truth about God that there is. Everything that's been written about him cannot be trusted because the victors will want to change it to suit their agenda. And when you dig through their research, archaeology, historians, they're the same people. I see a lot of black people who are currently disillusioned with religion, and they go through the same research that the Western civilization did to justify their arguments. You're just going from you're just jumping out of the frying pan and you're landing into the fire. It's the same guy. Yeah. You say, all right then, I'm your bishop, la di da da. And then, no, I don't believe in you, bishop. Why? Because I'm going to find the truth. And then you go to a scientist and he'll just put off his bishop hat, put on his science coat and say, right, I'm your scientist. And I'm telling you, you see, so you're just ping-ponging, man. They're fooling around with you. Yeah. So the only way you can know the Most High is to see it with your own with your own eyes. I put that joke in there. I'm in happier moods. I exorcised the demons yesterday. I won't tell you what set me off that got me ranting, but I've got it out of my system. Sometimes it's good to air and rant and get things off your chest. Yeah. Excuse me. So I got that off my chest. But what I wanted to tell every one of you who gets disillusioned with the church, don't turn to historical evidence, archaeological research about the Bible to justify your beliefs. It's been done by the same people. Yeah. The only thing you should turn to is your experiences. The only truth about God, yeah? I don't even want to use the word God because rather than saying God, because it might turn out that that's something they invented, and then when they discredit it, they show you what it really is. I'll use the generic term, the Creator, the Almighty. Yeah, the only way to find out what the Almighty is really telling you, yeah, is when He's telling you it. Don't concern yourself with what He's telling other people. Concern yourself with what He's telling you through randomness and the synchronicities that conjure up thought that mean something to you. When you think you've experienced the Creator, that's it. No matter how rudimentary or complex it is, that is your experience of the Creator. That's the only truth you know, yeah, is what you've seen with your own two eyes. Yeah, if you haven't seen any miraculous occurrences in your life that are chance or one-off events that really prove to you that it's the Creator that's talking to you, then He hasn't talked to you yet. But only truth you know about your Creator is what He says to you through the synchronicities of life when He's talking to you. Everything else is false. Now, I've happened to obviously I've been influenced by the church, so when I see synchronicities that remind me of Christ, then obviously you know that if He's Christ, He's gonna see what you're thinking. He's gonna see how you expect to see Him, and when the synchronicities in nature match that, He will make them match that so that it conjures up thoughts of Him. Yeah, but that's down to the church. If I had not experienced Jesus Christ, I probably wouldn't be calling Him Jesus Christ. I'll just say I experienced a being in nature, a synchronicity that appeared to be alive or sending me a message. Yeah, and then you would experience but only deal with your experience. Yeah, leave religion and the historical and archeological research that has been done to disprove it. That's just the same man talking to himself. He's just talking to himself, seeing who's going to get caught up in it, who's going to be dumb enough to question him on one hand, and then who'll trick him with the other. He's just the same guy talking to himself, trying to catch souls. Yeah, the only truth about God there is what you've seen, not what I've seen. I could tell you many miracles that I've seen in my life, but that's just my story. The only truth you have about, I use the word God again, about the Almighty is what you're gonna go through. Don't worry about whether the Bible is true or not, or whatever religious text you follow is true or not. The only truth there is, yeah, is what you've experienced. Only truth as far as you're concerned is what you've experienced of the Almighty. Yeah, you don't have to worry about whether it's true or whether it's false or whether you follow the wrong Creator. Just the only thing you should believe in, yeah, is what He showed you. That's it.